Okay guys, this is Cruise Roy. What we're going to do is a little project. I got some parts in today. These are 18650 batteries. Alright, and I got 12 of them. I got the insulation packs. I got some nickel strips. Alright, and I have a case for the Inspire 1. And here's an Inspire 1 battery. Alright. What we're going to do is take all of this, and I also bought one of these little portable welders, and this is going to be a multi-part little showing here. And what I'm going to do is, on a forum, which I haven't gotten much information from someone, they took an Inspire battery, put 12 cells in there to create a 6-cell battery. I just jotted down some blueprints. Never did this before with 18650s. Created a lipo, but I got some blueprints here I'm going to follow, and diagrams. The balance leads will probably be the most difficult to line up. I do have somewhat of a picture, but the gentleman that did this says it works. He's flown them, he's tested them, he's got pictures in the air, but you know me, I'm still skeptical. So we're going to try it. So this is going to be a multiple video, I think. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it all in one night. But first things first, let's get to it. Leave the little blueprint on the side here. First off, let's move this battery out of the way. And here's that sections of the Inspire, and I'm also going to use, you know, a power head that I have around in the end. So first off, what we got to do is get a cell pattern. Like I said, someone else did this, not me, and we're going to try it. Now these are 18650s supposedly. They're the Q30Q model. Alright, I wanted to buy authentic at 3.7 cells, 3000 milliamp hours per cell. Alright, so while I'm talking, what I'm going to do is drop them in this tray. What we're going to do is try to glue them together with hot glue. And that'll be the first step. And what it is, I need two of these 6-cell packs. Just want to make sure your positives are in the right way and your negatives go the right way. So first we're going to alternate the first 6 cells. Like I said, I don't even know if this is possible. If I hook it up to the EV2300, is it actually going to program the chip? Can we modify the chip to run this? I mean, if you want, you can mark plus and minus on your cells. I'm just trying to watch and pay attention here. And I'm using the case as a mold to kind of put these together. So the Inspire case is supposed to hold, and these are the same batteries he supposedly used, the 30Qs. And what it is 2 6 rows in series, and then 2 packs in parallel. If I got that right, someone will yell at me. I'm always getting that mixed up. Try to put the labels out if I can. Trying to keep them square. So if I mumble to myself, don't mind me. Alright, always check your cells. So I have a positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Alright. Now I got them sitting in the rack, and if you see, and put it up here closely, you do have some room here, and that's good because you're going to need some wiring in there. I haven't gotten that far yet, but we're going to check the cells. name these down so you can see the labels later. Alright, we're going to start with either way. We got a negative and a positive. Let me just check the blueprint here. So positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. I don't think it matters if you have the positive up here or the negative down there. You're just going to have to run the wires. So I don't know which side I'm going to do, because if I do this side, the positive's on this side. All I'm doing is using this as a mold. Keep them flat. Trying to see if they're all seated in the right place. Yeah, they come out of track here. So what it is they're not resting on the plastic because there's no, how it's wide open. So I'm going to have to do the best I can here. Okay, I got black hot glue and I got some other types. But first let's start with the black. I'm going to put these two together. Just hold them together. Give me a minute. Gonna put my little cardboard up here. Prevent dripping all over the place. Alright, so got those two glued together. I'm going to need some more stick here. Alright, next one. I'm pushing down on the back here so I'm pushing down this way to keep it square. There's that one. Now I'm doing this in real time, so it doesn't look like the last guy who tried this, who just kind of showed some pictures, and they showed some flight pictures, and you can just about make out the pink cells in the Inspire battery. But I emailed him, didn't get any information back, so we'll see what happens. Maybe by him seeing this video, he'll jump in and say, hey, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Let's do another one. Try to keep them square while they're warming up, cooling off. Trying not to make too much of a mess here. I got a fan going to cool down the hot glue quickly. I just got to remember on this one I started with positive down this end. Try to do one more. Drop my glue gun. Alright, just getting a pen here, a Sharpie, because this end I just want to put a plus, this one a minus. So it's plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. Alright, so I'm not perfectly flat here. Probably should have just did it sitting up here. Like I said, I like doing this real time. So this one here screwed up. But that glue's pretty tough. Let me just see. Should give me enough room to get wires through there. But anyways, let me flip this over. Put it on a flat surface. And let's glue the other side. Alright, we're going to let that dry. And what I had was positive here, and negative at this end. So let's get some more opened here. Make another pack. What I should have did is make a piece of cardboard in there. Would have kept them all level. But we're already rolling here. Let's do it. Like I said, this might be multiple parts, and in the end I'll show you what happens. Maybe this guy's got something going on here where the 18650s have enough energy to pull the Inspire up and fly it for, I think he said he was getting 18 minutes. These cells are a lot cheaper than lipo cells, even for a good cell. These are supposed to be a high C rating, the 30Qs. There is another one, I guess, but they're a lot more money, like $10 a piece. Alright, so positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Alright. See if I can do this one better. Put that over there. Fun part is trying to hold them in the right position. Seeing a guy have a square, carpenter square, and that would seem to work good. Gotta hold them a little bit till they cool down. Oh! As he drops his hot glue gun. That good while you're working. clean them up later, but now again, I just want to write plus, now in the minus, just to keep a reference on these. Okay, let's take it out of the pack, flip it over. Some old glue, please. Alright, let's let that cool down. Alright. Now when we line these up, a lot of building of 18650 batteries, and you're supposed to build them like this. It makes them a lot stronger. The thing is, we don't have the room for longer, you know what I mean? So we're going to do them end for end. So what I'm going to do is stand them up like this. Maybe I'll use the case. Try to square it up. Let that dry and spin it over. When it's still hot, it's still not ready to move. Like I said, this is going to be enough to do a TB47. I flip it. Let that cool off. I'd like to get glue between them, but kind of hard now. I could have stacked them double at the same time, but if you see it, this is what we got so far. It does fit in the case, but you got to remember, we still have to get a board in there. We still got to get the PC, you know what I mean? So if I line it up, might be real close, real close. Alright guys. What I'm going to do is try to drip a little bit down south here. That's what I got so far. And I think we want to do the negative towards the bottom. just like that. Alright. So, what we have to do here is connect these two. Connect all four. Connect all four. And connect two. Okay, let me shut the hot glue gun off. Don't need that burning my arm right now. Ooh, got goobers here. Alright, so what we have is the cell packs glued together. Getting them ready for this. We'll need to cut up some nickel. Make sure that's clean. But first off, we can use these little insulator fish tapes. You're supposed to put them on around the positives so you don't accidentally weld. So let's do that right now. Get it over it. So this is an insulating, I don't know, I heard some guy call it fish tape. We're going to call this one part 1. I'll go as far as I can, and then we'll start up again maybe tomorrow. But these just go on the positive sides. If YouTube didn't monetize everything, I could put some music in the background, but due to copyright, you cannot. Almost there. Definitely want to try out this welder. Usually sell these big welders for welding these batteries together. What I like about these tables. Alright, so this is nickel plate. Kind of gave me some coming with the kit. What it looks like I gotta do is I have two different blueprints here. On one side, it's just going to be positive to positive, which would be this side here, positive to positive, and we're going to make a complete square here. We'll make another square, and right here, just a tab. So I got to make these little nickel pieces and weld them on. And then the other side, it looks like I need to connect all four all the way down. Now be safe with these things, because if you weld the wrong way, you could cause a spark, and that's it. And we'll do a little bit, and we'll see how this little welder works. But I just want to put this in front of me so I can see it. But yeah, the first one we're going to do, and what it looks like, the guy in his pictures definitely has it negative down. But he did it a different way. So I mean, it could be this way too. Negative square around here. So let's get started. I need some scissors. I need some scissors and cut pieces like this to size. So I'm just gonna cut the little corners off. Can't make them a perfect circle like they have there, but alright. So next off, here is this. I gotta set it, I'm gonna turn it on. It's got these two probes. We're going to set it to power setting 4, and I got to make sure if this is automatic or manual. Manual won't do anything right now when I touch, unless you can hit the manual switch, which is kind of hard the way they did this. So I got to kind of put it up somehow. So I'm going to try. Always wear glasses with this, safety glasses please. So I'm going to touch here and touch the battery. And it did do a little bit of welding. So that looks to me like it's an automatic. Let me check my cheat sheet that came with the welder. The cheat says manual mode, automatic mode. So supposedly their drawing is wrong, because this is it did shoot welds here. It is stuck. I think I need one more power, but I'm going to put it in automatic mode, see what it does. So their drawing's wrong. That's automatic mode. Let me put this one down. These are easy. The ground side, it's the positive side that's going to be pain. Okay, there's that. I'm going to try to do 4 per cell. Like that. So that side's already welded. Let me shut this off. Now what we got to do is make some more pieces. Some guys use copper, some guys solder these batteries. I didn't want to take the chance. Be flying my Inspire if it does work. Take the little sharp edges out of this. I think I'll just leave them square, otherwise I'll have a million little triangles floating around my room. And what I'll do is put some of this insulation tape on them before I put it into the inspired case. Alright, so next on the blueprint is making a square right here. But we're going to try to attach it to the cells. Now this is where it gets tricky, because I really can't see the cells, and I'd like to get 4 in there. That's why you put that fish tape. Good. Good. Bing, bing, bing. Alright, there's that one. Got this welder setting on 5. Seems to be good position. The probes get hot when you're touching them. They're not bare. They have a shrink wrap on them, but clear. So it does look pretty scary when I first ordered it, that I'd be touching this electricity. Alright, so anyways, let me just shut this off for a second and talk. I've seen many blueprints and stuff on these, and you got parallel and series. This is a single pack, this is how it's done. Then when you put them side by side, this is what that looks like. Now if you look, it's like a square covering all of them. What the guy did here is he just went across the middle for the balance leads. So you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you got your positive, negative, 5, 6, 7 on the other side. So I don't know if I want to do them directly in the center, or just go across. So I'm just gonna go across a square like this. And hopefully the balance leads work out properly. Alright. But first we'll just do the crossovers. Alright, I need to cut up some more bands. Flip it over here. If I'm not talking, I'm trying to constipate here. Alright, so we're at the negatives, positive, so we have nothing on this side yet, so you have to be careful. So now we're going to put these this way. Okay. Ooh, almost made a hole there. Gotta be careful. Alright. Just need to worry about that. I'm in a space between the positive and the hole. That's why I gotta watch it. The positive's a little harder to do. Alright. So what it looks like so far, I need to shut the power off, make some more nickel here. So these four will be together, these four, and I'll flip it over. So hopefully you guys have been out having fun with your drones. We've been getting a lot of rain lately. That's why I've been tinkering. Not much to do when it's raining, but tinker. Let me know what you guys think about this little project. I think I'll try to do the welding in this clip. Alrighty. Now, like I said, the negative side is easy. Positive side over here, you still got to get it in the center. So we got to stay real close center here. Just like that. Those little rods do get hot. Dead center. There we go. Back to here. Watch out for those nickel pieces all floating around that you chopped up. Okay, dead center. Voila. The only thing, this little welder is nice, but the cords are a little short, so you're kind of moving the welder around as you're soldering or welding the 18650s together. Here we go in the center again. Okay, shut the welder off, let it sit. Well, that seemed to do a good job. What I forgot to bring out. A little bit of sellage. I mean, that's the H pattern that we worked on first. $345 on those cells here. Negative 345. Pretty well balanced out of the package. Alright. I'll get back to that, doing some testing. Alright, so this side is what I have right here. So it starts out, got 4 squares, and now we got to flip it over. And these are 2 positives. So when I flip it, should be positives here. So should be able to touch these 2, and then we jump to these 4, and then these 2, and in the end it should have a full pack here. Because it's going to go from here up to here. Let's try a little diagram, right? So if this is positive, it's going to go along the voltage, the current. It's going to bounce over here, it's going to come back up, it's going to bounce over here, come back down, come back over here, and then it's going to bounce back here, come back down, over to here, all the way back up. Alright, and this would be the negative. So we shouldn't get any shorts. And once I'm done, I should be able to put positive to a negative and get each cell pack, the voltage, but we'll see. Might be a boo-boo. I'd hate to take these apart because that welder did do a nice job. Alright, so I did it ground first. Let's flip it over. So we're going to do this part positive. Alright. Now I'm a wicked novice at this. You don't need to be watching me on how to do this. There's a million guys that are really good at this. An e-bike guy that does these cells. That's who I was watching. And just be careful with these cells. I mean, right off the bat here, you can see if you touch something, it's going to light up if it's wired wrong. Of course, you don't want your fingers on there. Alright. Power on. Okay. First set. I think they sell nickel. These nickel strips are already cut to a certain size. They actually have an H pattern that they it's going to be figuring out. He did it a little differently than what I'm doing. I'm going by a blueprint I found on e-cycles on how to do this, and the balance leads work fine with a full square pattern. But as the picture shows here, the guy's in between all four cells with a balance lead. So I might do these that I'm doing right now. I'm going to do in that direction just in case I have to change it, which would kind of suck. But I'm going to go this way. Touch the two leads, no issues. In the middle. I'm going to go this way just in case that I messed up. At least I can try to get them off. Supposedly not easy to get them off after you weld them. That's what you don't do. It's too close to the edge there. Alright, let me shut this off. I gotta check that. What happens if you get too close to the ring? You can ground yourself out. So let's bring over the meter. Just want to see if this cell's okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay, seems like all's good. We continue. That gives you a little heart attack though. And like I said, be real careful on the edges. You gotta try to stay in the center. Turn it on again. This one goes here. Okay. Want to be about towards the center here. I gotta get another one there. Alright, quickly, I gotta cut up some more. Kind of flatten them out a little bit. Alright, next one right here. It's alright to touch with one hand. The unit knows when both grounds are touching properly, and it just shoots it. This is going to be in the middle. Right there. One across the back here. Not getting any bad feedback here, so this is our ground side. Give this thing a break. These things start to get hot, but they do the trick. So what I need now, those are all tied together. Like I showed you the pattern here, we're going to come from here, back through, up, back through, out. Alright, the flow of electricity, positive to negative. So this is a 6-cell series pack running in parallel, if that's correct. Otherwise I'm going to get a lot of crap. Alright, so what he did is he went across these two in the center, and I want to hit both. Does that mess up the balance leads? I don't think so, but you put this one here. I'll have to make some more pieces. I got 3 pieces to make. Get this over with so we can do some testing. Clean up the sharp edges. Alright. Turn the power on. There's one. Gotta get these in the center. These are the tricky ones. Same with this one. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Like I said, I'm a novice. Don't ask me anything about this. This is my first try with 18650s. I searched the internet, watched a bunch of videos, and now I'm trying it. One more tab, the difficult ones. The thing will be figuring out the balance leads. Whoa! It slipped on me. Always the last one that's gonna mess with you. Oh. You see how that one wanted to just keep playing? But it does work. We gotta make another one. That one did not want to stay on at all. We want to keep moving all over the place. Let's try this again. Like I said, be careful. Be careful. Why it wants to slide around like that, I do not know. There we go. Trying to keep it in the center. Alright, guys. We'll shut this off. Alright. So it looks like our welds are good. If this is the positive and this is the negative, if everything's fine, I think I'll set it for 200 volts. I just want to write it on top. This is supposedly negative. I gotta say supposedly, and here's your positive, and it's got the green on it, so from one end to the other on this cell pack, if all worked out well here. Here's the negative, positive. Can you see the numbers? 20.7. So we need 22.8. So these are not all charged up, and they're probably shipped at a low capacity. But what I got to figure out now is you start from the negative, work your way up. That's 6.9. So this one's a 6.9. $13.8, and of course the 20.7. So we'll flip it over. So in the opposite direction, oop. Negative 6.9, 13.8, 13.8. So I'm gonna have to figure out where to put the balance leads on this. But let's check it out while we're here. My camera's been slowly dipping, I guess. So our pack will go in like that. So like I said, I'm using the same batteries as him. So I'm not going to lock it together because I'm going to hot glue everything together when I'm done. But it will fit in the pack. It's giving me enough room for wiring and balance leads. And that'll be the next thing we do, is do the wiring on this and get it up to the top here. And then we're going to convert it to this power head right here. Alright. So this is Cruiseroy with part 1 of the 18650 Inspire 1 battery pack. Also testing out a new welder. And this is Cruiseroy. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'm out of here.